Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. Excited to offer you guys, as you will see in this video, an absolutely pristine 2003 Toyota Tundra SR5. This is a one-owner, Carfax certified guaranteed truck with a flawless history, clean and clear title, in hand, in-house, ready to sign over. Truck just tripped 100,000 miles. It's currently sitting at 102. It's been a Florida truck since the day it was purchased until it just arrived here in Virginia about 3 weeks ago. Absolutely beautiful truck inside and out. Undercarriage of this truck literally looks like it just left the factory. We have about 40 pictures of the undercarriage alone on our website, davisautosports.com. I will also get underneath the Jeep, or excuse me, the Tundra. I don't know why I said Jeep. I'm hobbling on a broken foot, so excuse the lack of stability. I'll try to slow it down and not wobble as much. So, as mentioned, Florida truck came in beautiful condition. Our reconditioning department here at Davis Autosports did a full paint correction service on this truck, which gave it an absolutely beautiful pop. I'm going to show you every panel up close. Obviously a garage kept truck. Another very nice thing about this Tundra, in my opinion, it is the 3.4 6-cylinder. So you got the full size Tundra, which is nice for the room inside and the size of the bed. And the 4.7 is a great engine. Love Tundras with it, but they are absolutely terrible on gas. But if you don't need the power of a 4.7 but like the idea of having a full-size Tundra, very capable truck the way it is. You need me, Larry? Oh, okay, no problem. No, you're good. I appreciate it. The 3.4 is definitely one of Toyota's best engines ever made, so the 3.4 Tundras are in very, very high demand, obviously. Body panels are very, very straight. I'll go ahead and scan the entire driver's side. That's not a crease, that's just a reflection of the molding. I don't think there's a single dent on this truck. So one thing to note as I'm showing you around this truck, in addition to the paint correction, which if you're unfamiliar with that, it's on a truck this size about 5-6 days with 2 guys. We essentially, after cleaning the entire body and clay barring it, getting the contaminants off of the surface, it gets sanded with different grits of sandpaper from 2,000 all the way up to 3,000, and then from there it gets a high-speed compound buff polish with different pads, different materials to bring that existing clear coat back to life, and the end result is beautiful, beautiful paint. So in addition to that, all the black trim on this truck, from the side trim going down the side, the mirror housings, the steps on the chrome plates, the bed rails all the way around, the bumper cap, the tailgate handle, bed rails here as well, side trim, mirror housings completely masked off, taped off, sanded, prepped, done correctly, and sprayed. So no armor all on this, nothing to give it a dark look now only to fade on you after you bought the truck. So everything that you see black on this truck is sprayed to give it a super, super nice clean look. We also replaced the headlights and marker lights only because they were original. We do that with every single Toyota product that we have. They get oxidized over the years and they're not expensive anyway, so it's sort of a no-brainer. We did wet sand and buff the fog lights because those weren't that bad at all. So we did not paint that black part. I did say we painted every black part, but we did not paint that. It's already really clean, and we didn't want to mask off around the bumper and get any overspray in certain areas. So that part wasn't painted, but every other black part on the truck, even the trim up top on the roof. So we took the time to do that as well. So this is freshly painted to get everything a nice clean look. Chrome on the front, as you see, great condition. Those are my fingerprints from lifting the hood for the pictures earlier, but very, very clean. The hood had some small rock chips on it, very small, which we touched up as part of our paint correction. This thing is super, super clean. Go ahead and scan the entire passenger side for you guys. Hit the midsection now. And as you notice, we do this with a satin, so we don't do it with a flat because that can sort of look a little bit dull. So the good thing about the satin is it looks like it has a slight coating of some sort of sheen to give it a nice, clean, fresh look, when in fact it doesn't. There's absolutely nothing on there. Just a nice satin finish gives it that nice little pop without looking matte or flat. Same thing with the bumper cap. Completely refinished. Bumpers in phenomenal condition. I mean, look at all the little detail stuff. Very, very clean. Do have a tiny, it's actually not that bad. We may be able to put some steel wool on that right there, but it's not dented, but just a very slight abrasion right there. That is literally the extent of any damage on this truck. This engine bay, we didn't, and you'll see there's not an ounce of tire shine, or we're not that type of facility here. So very original, clean engine bay. Look how clean this thing is. I mean, look at the back firewall. I mean, you do not find these this clean. Absolute legendary engine. 5, 6, 700,000 mile engine right there. Plenty of them on the internet. There's a few with 1 million. Does not get any cleaner. All the panels have their VIN plates as well. So on the interior, you may see some variations of shading due to the velour material, and even the carpet, depending on how it was last touched, is going to give it a different sort of shade. So very clean. It may look like some areas have stains, but that's just the way the fabric is. Rockers, dog legs, not a speck of rust, as you'll see. Beautiful, beautiful condition all the way around. Interiors, beautiful. Look at this steering wheel. Look at the grain. It's not worn out. It's not sticky. The stalks are very clean. AC's ice cold. All the keys, the books, the manuals, seat belts spotless. Back of the seats are perfect. That's just, like I said, the material. We do have all the floor mats. We have the original factory floor mats, and then the front floor mats were covered with a set to keep the original ones clean. So it was one of those owners. That's just from, we have an air bristle sort of thing that the guys use here that sort of blows air and has a brush on it. So that's what those lines are from. I just had to hit the lever to unlock it. There's not a burn hole. There's not a ash mark. There's not a odor. There's not a dog hair. There's not a French fry. There's not a speck of sand. She is absolutely as clean as they come. All the weather stripping. Nice bed liner. Rear sliding window. Another thing that the paint correction does is super smooth. I mean, smooth as can be. With all the work that we did, all you have to do is maintain, wax this thing once every 6 months, and you're good to go. Bottom of the doors are spotless. As you see, rockers, dog legs, inner cabs, all perfect. I mean, the truck honestly looks like a 20, 30,000 mile truck. It's that nice, that clean. Books and manuals. So with my broken foot, well, technically it's a Jones fracture. I just learned what that was 2 days ago when I went into Virginia Ortho. I'm going to show you guys the frame and undercarriage on this thing. I'm going to put this on wide view real quick. Look at this. She is absolutely brand new. I mean, how this thing even has 100,000 miles. Even this rubber line just has a little bit of road grime, but look at the line, all the hard lines. So even the frame is perfect. Now what you may see in the frame is a little bit of that coloring, but that's just road grime on top of it. I mean, she is absolutely spotless. Cross members, once again, I'm just rubbing dirt. If you were to clean this, it would all be black. You don't typically find these threads like that. They're rusted up. I mean, same thing with the shaft. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, this frame, we could, like I said, spray it and clean it, and it would literally be black. Probably one of the cleanest undercarriages I've ever seen.
The cross members are all perfect. Inner frames, outer frames. Now we're on the passenger side. Pinch welds are perfect. Making my way back to the rear. This part of these trucks is usually hateful. I mean, it's brand new. Look at this spare. You don't see spares that look like that. Those steel wheels are usually just gone to crap. They're there, but they're gone. Even the tire. It's an old tire with no dry rot. It's just crazy. That's my shoe, guys. Maybe not. Clean as can be. So even parts of the frame that look like that's not rust at all. It's just dirt. Look at that. I mean, all the body mounts and bushings are perfect. I don't know how it has 100,000 miles. No. I mean, look at that part of the frame, how clean it is. I'm just messing with you guys. It's been a long day. I gotta have a little fun. Can't be serious all the time, guys. I'll show you the backside. Oh. Leaf springs still have the manufacturer writing on them. I think you guys get the point. So usually I drive the vehicles at the end, but it's about 8 o'clock tonight and I got a broken foot, and I would probably have to move some cars in our body shop to get out. This thing drives just as good as it looks. I'll start it up and turn the air on and rev it and all that jazz. Ice cold air. It's cold. I'm not going to rev it too much. Just beautiful. I mean, look at this steering wheel. You don't see, so that's a factory steering wheel with factory grain. This had a cover on it that was probably recently taken off, or maybe they drove with gloves. A lot of older people do that. I mean, nothing has any signs of, I don't want to start touching stuff because I got the dirt from the frame on me, and I'll be the one that gets this truck dirty. There you guys have it. What are we, 03, 102,000 miles. Looks like a 20,000 mile Tundra. It's the right color. Spotless engine bay, incredible undercarriages, incredible, well, it's got one undercarriage, but rubber is very nice as well. Fat rubber, damn near new rubber. Let's see, we got all matching as well. That's it, guys. Can't show you much more. If you're viewing this on YouTube and you want to know price and all that stuff, we don't
so many people say, well, how come you don't mention price in your videos? Well, because the video's permanent, and I'm not gonna, if I happen to change the price by 500 bucks or whatever, I'm not gonna shoot a whole new video. And if you just see the video, that's gonna be the price. So you guys start using, not all you guys, some of you guys start using some common sense. I know the world is lacking that nowadays, but let's try to gain some of it back. Any questions? 202-491-9929. It's mid-May 2024. If you're watching this video by the end of June 2024, please don't call that number. This truck will be sold. Thank you.